everyone, this is Tracy, and this is my Critical Friends video. Just to preface the lesson, it is utilizing a motion sensor that has a Bluetooth interface that sends its data to my iPad, which I uploaded an app with the company Pasco, which is the sensor that I'm using. I have the class divided into teams that I randomly generated with a random deal on an app on my phone, which is really cool. And there's 30 students, so there are 6 teams of 5. Most of the teams you can't see; they're off of the screen. But I had to rotate the groups through the motion sensor, and what this part of the lesson was about was trying to move in front of the sensor to match the motion that is graphed or already on the graph. And so I explained kind of how the sensor works and how to move in front of it or how to use it. And then I rotated the students through. So this first little chunk you'll see is the students starting with the very first graph, which is a straight line. Up here, it'll work off my iPad, which is also up here as well. So one person needs to move, and then we can start the map, the graph, and I can hold it up. And I'm going to actually hold it up behind you so that the teams can see it, but you can't because you're going to be busy trying to match or trying to work with the motion sensor.
We have another person start them in a position they need to start.
Why?
Because this says 1.2 meters. I'm not.
I don't know if anybody noticed that, but Clay pointed out something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so the board is up there. The sensor is ready to go. You will hear it click. You will hear it click. It clicks really fast. It's like, you'll see the light blink. That means it's working and clicking off of you. Okay? And then, like I said, I will be behind you holding the graph to see if you guys can do it. All right? So we're in position. So I'm going to change my graph back around. All right, so Clay, is your group ready to go?
Yes, Grayson, are you ready?
All right, Grayson's gonna try it. So I'll let you get into position. You tell me when I need to click the go button.
Oh, you made a position. I was gonna just go to the brown board.
Hit the brown board. And you'll face the brown board toward the motion sensor.
Turn around.
So decide how one. Wait, turn
it. Just stay.
Wait, 1 meter, 1 meter? Wait.
Oh.
All right, so
1.2. That's not a meter. That's like.
Where's the other one?
That's what you're doing.
1.2 meters.
Right there. No. Okay.
all right, so think she's ready? Are you ready?
Take 5 steps up.
See if she can match it.
5 steps.
Wait,
Not yet, not yet. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Grayson?
All right, Grace says she's ready. All right.
Stand there. Stay. Please, just stay. Don't move. You're doing it, Grayson. Just stop. Don't take far away. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I told you.
All right, Grayson, you're good.
We're 0.6 away. That wasn't my button. Oh.
All right, so it's your graph.
No, but we're not.
How do you think it is?
No.
I think it is. All right, next group. You want to go next? You got matches? We got it. Position one. We're gonna compete. They're gonna compete.
Come on, Justin.
Wait.
That's
You're not really. That was not very good right here.
Oh, I need that.
That's for
Ready. No.
I'm ready. Wait. I have to say. Hey.
All right, so you can kind of get an idea of what they were doing. And so the first group went, and then this is the second group, and then I just kind of rotated through all 6 of the groups. And that graph was a straight line, so they all kind of figured out that you stay put. It helped that they kind of did some motion graphing in math, but they didn't have to actually match a graph, so they had some prior knowledge. But you can see that there was a little disinterest in between in the rotation. So I'm going to fast forward and show you a section where they were working on the second graph, where they actually had to move a little bit in front of the sensor. And you can see that they are a little louder by this moment. So I'm going to play this part because that's what I think I need help with, is figuring out how to transition the groups and not let them get off task too much. So here's the second little clip to watch.
Remember, you have 10 seconds. This, I know, would be a little better if we had more, but we've got to take our turns. All right, Maddie, you ready? Yes. Start moving when you hear it start clicking.
I told you.
Go back.
You
Don't do better than that. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Why? You know what, Maddie? Forget you, okay? Okay.
Well, I didn't show that you can't be
Done. Wait, no. Here is the 10-second mark.
All right, so Maddie, the girl in the pink there, she was kind of like the last group to go with the graph that was where they had to move. And so you could see that they were getting a little more proud of themselves because as the groups took their turns, the groups that went later on were able to kind of see what the other team's graphs were. And so it kind of, ooh. And so it was neat on the one side to let them see someone else's data and then go, oh, and then try to adjust what they did and change, because they had to have a game plan ahead of time. So, and by this time of the class, I'm starting to run out of time, and we've only been through 2 graphs. So that's a lot, not partly, but is all my fault. I didn't realize how long it was going to take. And so I'm going to show you kind of this wrap-up section where they're supposed to create sticky notes, or each team, to answer some of these wrap-up questions at the end that I have on the posters that are on the board behind me. And you can see that very quickly things start getting loud and out of hand. You see a group on a phone, that kind of stuff. So just watch a little bit. I don't know how much my 10 minutes is going to run out here, but you'll see that there's some off task. And so that's what I need help with, is trying to fix what I could do with this lesson that'll make that better.
Hey, enough argument. At 7 seconds, what were you supposed to do?
Be the farthest away and go forward.
Bigger picture, not just go forward, but do what at 7 seconds? Change position, change direction, right? You're supposed to change direction. All right, I know we didn't get, because we're running out of time. We only got through 2 positions. This took a little longer having to rotate like this than I was anticipating. But I think we have enough data. Okay, I think there's enough experience with that you can at least answer 1 and 2 and possibly answer number 3. Okay, even though we didn't do number 3, they stayed the same. Okay, but on your sticky notes, each question gets its own sticky note. Each question gets its own sticky note. So as a group, write your answer to question 1 on a sticky note, put it up here. Question 2, write your answer on a sticky note, put it up here.
So you can see how they are already discussing in groups while I'm still trying to explain. And then it just got louder from there. But I'm running out of time. I'm over my 10 minutes by a couple seconds. So any help is gladly or is greatly appreciated.